All right, welcome back. And of course, right now we'll be talking the Ministry of Youth and Sports and of course the NOT and why they had to dissolve the different sports federations. So for now, it's been dissolved. So the secretaries are taking charge. And one person who will be talking about it is Godwin Kienka. He will be joining us from the Abuja studios. And you know, he actually wrote a book some time ago concerning, you know, what the sports ministry can do to ensure that we are having a productive sports federations and how they will be able to churn out results, groom young talent for Nigerian sports. Good morning, Godwin. Welcome to the program. Okay.
Good morning.
Yeah, good for you to join us this morning. Now, the National Federations has been dissolved. What do you make of this ahead of the elections coming up later this month?
Yes, I think it's a very good move because it establishes a level playing field for all the interested contestants for the various federation boards. It's important that the federations attract the right candidates, the right personnel that are acceptable to the stakeholders, to the entire athletes, official field, and all that. But if you have the serving presidents sitting onto the elections proper, they have an unfair advantage. And I think that added to that, the fact that they have also tried to make the electoral college, the electoral committee a bit more independent from the release that we saw, makes it a fair and acceptable playing field.
Okay, now for you, when you were chairman of the reform committee, most of the stuff you wrote about, most of the write-up, in that particular book, does it involve this one? Is it according to what you projected for the ministry to do? Okay, like, you actually come up with a book concerning how the ministry can actually have a better, productive federation. Now, was it in line with what they just did now concerning the dissolution of the sports ministry, of the different sporting federations? Is it in line with what you have in that book?
Okay, basically, talking about books, we've written Sports Administration in Nigeria, which was 1990. We've written Youth Engagement and Empowerment Through Sports, which was 2013. But the most recent work that we did together with the Sports Reform Committee is the blueprint that the ministry is using and using whatever inputs from other sources, stakeholders, journalists, together to arrive at a formula to attract the best possible hands to run Nigerian sports. So it is close. A lot of the things that we recommended and which were widely accepted are not like 100% implemented, but we know that we're working against a very heavy flood of interest groups, some people call them cabals, who have entrenched themselves into the sports system, who, without the world knowing, know how much money, foreign exchange, grants, sponsorships that sports attract, and they want to sit on all the possible funds that the federations attract without really investing in the enormous talent that we have in this country. Let me just put this in perspective. We just see clips of the Channels Kids Cup, and I'm not patronizing you guys. It shows the depth of talent, the array of talent that we have in this country. And the sad thing is that it's taking a private initiative like this to throw up this enormous basket of talent, not just in football, in athletics, in tennis that we have in this country. So over the years, with all the grants, with all the money that have been raised, we've not had programs like this. We don't have academies in most of the senior clubs. We don't have academies in the states. Instead, you have government-run clubs with people who are building castles in the air and all that. That is where we think that things must change. And without, again, patronizing the minister, we have a minister who is standing really firm to ensure that we provide an architecture, a structure that allows the numerous talent at this very young age that we have in this country to shine through. Because look at that boy who was reminds us of Maradona. They can, if we develop this industry, which is the sports industry, we can earn a lot of foreign exchange. And it's estimated that sports can bring in close to $10 billion in GDP, contribute to the GDP of this country. So we need business-minded people. So people should not create empires for themselves. They should not try to regard it as a life and death matter. And the whole world is going in that direction. People are no longer staying put on as federation presidents for decades. All that has changed. Most of the international federations are limiting the terms to 2 terms, 3 terms. The last IOC president did 3 terms. The longest, and the World